Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. And today I'm revisiting the topic of monkey branching and if you were a victim of monkey branching. And so, what should you do? Well, the one and only thing you should do if you were the victim of being monkey branched is to go straight no contact, radio silence. First of all, you can't go and beg this person. Whether you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. It's the same. Do not beg this person. This person made a decision to leave you. And it's like if a friend comes to you and say, "Hey, I want this, I want that." Naturally, you would respect their decision, depending on what it is. But you're not accepting that because it is your ego speaking. Your ego says this is mine. But the thing is, you need to control that and tell your ego or tell yourself is what I'm trying to say is you don't control another person. They left on their own decision. And yes, they did it harshly. They lied to you. They did many things to get to that point. But you have to let them go. Let them go. They're already telling you what they want, and you should give it to them. At least in that phase that you care about them, let them have what they want. And I think it's important that you go no contact. Don't go to their address. Don't send them an email. Don't send them a text message. Don't go on social media. Don't even look at their profiles. Leave them alone. Disconnect them. Delete them if you have to, right? Um, and I know right now you are suffering. You're going through a whirlwind of anxiety, pain, like a disconnect from who you are. Like, who are you, right? Who are you? Fill in the blank. Like, who are you, Larry? But fill in the blank with your name, right? Because now you're losing yourself, right? Because the confident you, the one that knows yourself, would not be begging, would not be crying, but you're lost. And for the simple truth is that you invested so much, and you can't understand how someone can do this to you, right? And then now you're blaming yourself. What could I have done better? You know, First of all, I need to tell you guys, I am so sorry you're feeling that way. I mean, I empathize with you. I know how that feels because those questions ran through my mind with my ex, Monkey Branch. But you need to know, first of all, this pain is normal, and I'm sorry you're going through it. It's a heavy pain, and a lot of people don't ever want to see it, and you never even thought you'd go through these emotions. And I think it's important that you go no contact and you begin the healing process, right? And so think of you being sick, right? Think about you having a cold or fever, right? Your body has now been contaminated. It has this bacteria in your body, and so you're sick. You have a fever. This is basically what you're going through right now. The anxiety, the heartbreak, the pain, the impact, all of it's hitting you, depression, it's hitting you. And it feels like you're walking through a tunnel and everything's just punching you. And maybe you're even having thoughts of suicide or even thoughts of like, damn, why am I here? Right? It's okay. It's okay. Do not do anything. It's okay to think like that, but don't do anything that is abnormal. Do not do anything that's going to kill yourself. Okay? Take a chill pill. Everyone that's been monkey branch has gone through those feelings, and I know you're going through that pain, but you gotta keep it level headed, okay? So going no contact, the purpose is not for them to come back, even though a lot of people that you would find on YouTube would say reconciling and getting the relationship to work. No, it's about you. You. No contact is I need to have my mind step away from this person so that the memories I have with this person will become less significant. And the only way it can happen is if you separate yourself from this person. Then your mind goes into this different mode where it turns all those memories into like distorted ideas that you won't forget, but you're definitely going to hit a point where they don't hold that heaviness anymore in you, right? You're gonna have other feelings to hold heavy to. That's because you see other people all the time. Whether it's your family or your friends, you're gonna be holding that more. But don't beat yourself. Don't say anything like, "I could have done this better. I could have done." No, 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 no. First of all, yes, you could have done better, but that's depending on the context and depending on your relationship. Since all relationships are different, right? That's a fact. But the truth is that this person did something that is like a big red flag. And instead of talking to you, instead of being honest and transparent, communicating with you, just explaining their feelings to you, like that, they decide to just leave. That's not your fault. It's their fault for not being able to communicate with you. Unless you were an abuser, physically abusing them, mentally, psychologically, right? If you've done something really bad, then, like you need to go work on yourself. That's why this person left you. But if you were a good person, you tried communicating, you were transparent, and you are doing the best you can to help this person, then yeah, that's understandable. Like they left you after being a good person, that's messed up, right? And like I said, it doesn't matter if you're a woman or a man, right? Like you're a good person and they left you for someone else. I mean, just stand back. What does that say about them, right? But before I get into that, the key to no contact is to help you move on. And it's so important that you go through processing and unpackaging this whole relationship. What happened? And stuff like that. Because if you don't consider what you have done, right? Because regardless of them leaving you, there's still like things you could have changed about yourself for you, not for them, for you. Like you could not get so angry so easily. You can stop punching the wall, you can stop arguing about small things, and whenever you get into an argument, you're able to listen more rather than talk and try to demand your position in a conversation, right? Like there's things you could change about yourself. Maybe you had a project and you just let it go. You got lazy, right? Like you need to come back and fix that. You need to come back and redo that, right? And finish it, right? Don't ever, as a man, to another man, don't ever leave projects unfinished, right? If you say you're gonna do this, do it, right? And I can't speak for a woman, but I'm just gonna say in truth for a woman, I suppose, like keep doing you, keep being good. I think eventually you too would need to realize that, well, I have some behaviors I can change, that I can improve, and that's only natural. Both sides, both men and women, will be going and facing these hardships together. And so we're gonna always have to come back and evaluate ourselves, and I think that's important in the healing process, so that in the future, when you decide to come back to a relationship, you'll at least begin in a healthy way, where you'll be able to call out more core values together with your future partner. You're able to build stronger, healthy emotional bonds, right? Boundaries, right? And talking about your goals and your values, like it's gonna be different now. It won't be what started with you and your ex, right? Now about your ex, um, first, like I said, they could have communicated with you, and it's horrible what they're doing. It's very cowardly. And maybe some of you say, well, I'll forgive them. People can change. Yes, people can change, but they decided to kill the relationship, right? And you, whether you're a man or woman, you should not accept that. And I mean in the sense of like don't accept their. I wouldn't say forgiveness. I think everyone has their own ways of holding their beliefs based on religion and their individuality, right? What I'm trying to say is this: they ended the relationship. Why would you want to go back? They wanted to end the relationship. To them, they found out, they learned, or they made themselves believe that you are not the person that would make them happy anymore. And even if you were, and even if you were, they still disrespected you. They still disregarded you. They still took you for granted. And do you want someone like that? Isn't it funny how if you have a friend and they steal money from you, right? Uh, you're gonna disconnect them. You're gonna realize like, no, they stole money from me. I don't want to be friends with them no more. See, that's an easy thing to do, right? Especially the severity, right? What they've done, they stole your money, right? What your ex did is similar to that severity, that sense of impact, that sense of immoral actions, decisions. They did that to you, and yet you find it so difficult to not forgive them, right? Like you want them back, right? That's what I'm trying to say. You want them back. Why? And it's because you built an attachment to them, too much investment. You, yes, you, whether you're a man or woman, you put your partner on a pedestal. You decided to put them up high, look at them as this holy figure, the best version of themselves already when they weren't. And you decided to put all the signals, the red flags, under the rug, or you made excuses for them. You defended their behavior. It's like, oh, he's just having a bad day, or oh, she's just like this all the time. Like, no, that's unhealthy. First of all, you should hold people accountable for their behaviors, right? If I made a mistake and I never apologize for it, what does that say about me, right? If I'm punching holes on the wall, right, what does that say about me? That I have no control of my emotions and that I decide to direct my anger in a certain way, right? Everyone has some flaws, everyone. But the key is accountability. Do I look at myself and say, wow, I messed up, right? But that's the thing. Your ex didn't take accountability. They kept gaslighting you. They kept lying to you. They kept telling you that, oh, I'm gonna stay here late at night and blah blah blah. Don't worry, I'll come home by this time. And yet, when they come to you all happily, but yet they don't tell you they were hanging out with another person. The same person they were building an emotional affair with. The same person that probably during your relationship had physical affair with. It doesn't even matter. You shouldn't even think that, but that's a possibility, of course. And yes, just thinking about it hurts, right? Like, wow, I've been made a fool, right? Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can think that, but I mean, at the end of the day, does that matter? No, it doesn't matter because they left. They're gone. They're dead. They're dead to you. They're and because you built this attachment to them, like I said, you put them up high. You put them up on this thing, and your image, your sense, your perception of them is like, oh, this person is so sweet and stuff. When in fact, when they left you for someone else, they finally showed you their true colors. That's why the image is distorted in your mind, and that's why you're having trouble letting go. I understand. I understand that all too well. And I need you to know that you're not alone. But that's why exactly why no contact is so important. You need to reform, reevaluate, use your logic, and finally see that this person has always been this way. You just ignored the red flags, right? You didn't do anything wrong to cause them to leave you. Maybe you did, but like 9 times out of 10, you probably didn't. They probably just had this darkness in them, right? I would like to refer to as darkness. And it's just these things that they hide in the shadow. They come to you as like this, but right behind the scenes, right in their shadows, they actually have the true intentions. And I feel bad for you guys because you guys are learning about how dark your partners were, your exes, and I need you to know that they're not the same anymore. They're dead to you. You need to let them go. And if some of you want to forgive your exes, fine. But I'm just gonna say this up front as a personal opinion. You can go speak to another professional of some kind, a therapist or whatever. But you, I mean, I would not take them back. Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't take them back because then it's difficult to let go of somebody that has done you wrong like that. It's difficult to not think like, what if they do it again, right? So, like I said, what this is about your partner, your ex, is that they're very insecure. They have low morals. They're just cowards. They ran away. They didn't talk to you. They weren't honest. Think about all the qualities that you admire in a person. You admire honesty. You admire courage. You admire the fact that they have conversations with you and are open with you. And yet, your ex, before they left you for someone else, they did all the things you are against. That's what I'm saying. Why do you still want them back? They did everything that you despise, everything that you are not, and they left you for someone else. That's horrible, and you should not take them back. That's just my opinion, but you can argue with me about it, or you can argue with someone else about it. I mean, I respect you as my viewers, but I also am letting you know, like, yeah, it's a tough call, and I know you're not ready to make it now, but going no contact and healing, you'll eventually come to a place where you can put your mind, your heart into it in logic and evaluate and critically think about these issues and realize like, oh my God, my ex was a very dark person. Man, I need to come back to me and love me and respect me. Self care is key in this place, right? During no contact, go to the gym, eat well, right? Because this is so easy, especially during COVID-19, to not eat well. No, eat well if you're depressed. Eat well if you have anxiety, a whirlwind of anxiety, right? Eat well. Eat well. Read books. Write in your journal, right? That's so important to formalize your ideas, right? Meditate, stretch, do something active. Basically, anything to encourage and move the healing process away from this person that did you harm, that did you wrong, you know? And so, like I said, that's what I said about your partner, your ex. They're just a coward. That's just plain and simple. Nothing else to think of besides that. They left you, they had low morals, and they disrespected you. That's all you need to know. They fell out of love with you to be with someone else that they're infatuated. They have these oxytocins. They're blinded by their own chemicals, right? Eventually, it will wear off, but that's not even your concern either, right? What does this say about your ex's affair partner, right? What does this say about the guy or the girl they left you for? Well, first of all, they knew you exist. They knew. 10 times out of 10, they knew that you existed. And so they made it their goal to get you away because maybe they just want to have sex with your partner, your ex, or I keep saying that your partner than your ex. Maybe they just want to have sex with your ex, or they truly believe they're in love with this person. But here's the thing: behind their mind, you have to think about it for a moment. In their mind, they're thinking, well, if they left that person for me, what's to stop them from leaving me for someone else? That's gonna happen, right? And what that says about this person who decided to be a homewrecker, this person who chose to tempt your ex to coming to them, that is low. That is a low blow, and that is extremely disrespectful. You should even worry about that because think about that. This person, instead of respecting your relationship, right? Instead of respecting your relationship, they decide to destroy it just for their own selfish gain. When in fact they could have got more information, learned more about him, and ran away from your ex, understanding that what they were trying to do is monkey branch onto them, right? They had all of these things, right? And your ex can't keep a secret forever. Eventually, it's gonna come out. Eventually, your ex, man or woman, doesn't matter. They're gonna sleep at night and they're gonna think, what did I do, right? And that anxiety, that whirlwind will come out of them, right? See, here's the thing. Here's the beautiful thing about the breakup. You're healing now. You're healing now. That means you're facing the pain now to become better. By the time you get better, they're gonna come running back. Their anxiety, their errors, everything that they've been feeling, especially if you were good to them, will come back out. And eventually their regret will come in. It can be small, big, but their partner who they left you for, right, is gonna start picking up on these signals, and then eventually things will start breaking down. That partner isn't even taking your ex seriously, is probably even treating her or him bad, right? And is getting more angry, and then your ex is realizing this person has issues, right? Look at the mess that they just entered, leaving you and going into that did not begin in a healthy way. That began in a very unhealthy way. And while your relationship with your ex began in a healthy way, or maybe it kind of did, but eventually became healthy, and eventually monkey branching happened. They betrayed you, right? Doesn't matter. Point being said, they started a relationship in a very unhealthy way, and so you shouldn't be worried. You shouldn't be worried the mess that they're gonna get into. When their mess falls out, when they collapses, they will revisit. They will rethink. What did I do? In that phase, do not take them back. And I say, do not take them back at all. At all. Move on. Find someone better than them. That if you want revenge, find someone better than them. I don't support revenge. I'm just saying live a good life for you. And if that entails revenge of some sort of degree, then fine, so be it. But live a good life for you and be happy. And here's the other thing: thank your ex. Because whether you're a man or woman, thank your ex, because when you heal, of course, because at the end of it, whether you're a man, right, thank your ex for not letting you, for turning you into not being a simp. You're not a simp anymore. It's because of what your ex did that you realize that, oh damn, like, all right, I'm not a simp anymore. Next girl I see, I'll have better defense systems. I'll have a more healthy boundaries. I have more core values. And if you're a woman, it just means that, like, be thankful for the person that left that man that left you, right? Because it means that you deserve much more. You deserve a person that needs to be honest. You deserve a person that is committed to their goals, right? Is focused on their mission, right? Like, you deserve better. And there is good men out there for women, and there is good women out there for men. There is, and they're hard to find because now that you see monkey ranching is becoming more prevalent now, that is serious now, but at the end of the day, if you work on yourself, you will attract people who are just as positive as you, who are smart, uh, giving, relationship, healthy qualities and boundaries, core values. You will find somebody that will match you if you fix yourself and heal yourself. Fixing yourself meaning improve, of course. And so I guess what I'm gonna end this video now by saying that don't worry about your ex. Let them stay over there. And to further and to reiterate on why you should not take them back, you're in pain right now, right? And they left you. When they were in pain during the relationship, you were there for them, right? You were there for them. You drove to their home, you called them, you text them, right? You always checked in with them. You were there for them, right? And now that you're in pain, they're not coming for you. They're not coming to see, oh, like to help you heal. They're not there, right? They only come when you get better. It's almost like saying, hey, I don't want you in your messy situation, but when you get better, I'll be there at the finish line. Don't take them back. A person that deserves to be in your life, a person you should take back, is somebody who's there through every situation, through all the seasons, right? Through all the down and positive moments. That's the person you should take back, right? Take back the person that's always there for you 100%. You give 100%, they get 100%, right? And so they're not there for you. They're leaving you alone in the dark. They're letting you suffer and cry. Embrace that and understand that, wow, they left me here. They're not coming to get me. They really don't care. Yes, let that fuel you. That's going to allow you to realize something. You never needed them. You just wanted them, but you never needed them because look what happened. And instead, you needed yourself. That's who you need to figure out. You need to figure out who you are now. And that's what this whole breakup is, something you should all be grateful for. Because through this heavy heartbreak, you're learning to re-love yourself again. You're learning to accept this pain and to understand this pain is coming from within you. And it's the pain of not knowing who you are. So take this time to heal, to find out who you are. Ask serious questions. Write in your journals. Heal. Take this time. Don't go out there rebounding. Don't do any of that stupid stuff. Stay at home. Be at home within yourself. Figure out what is it that you want. And then when you're ready to step up, when you build your confidence, go out, step out, go on dates, and now you have better defense mechanisms, right? And to know when something is not working. And with that being said, I'm going to stop here. So, take care, guys. Remember, self-care. Number one, care about yourself, love yourself, and respect yourself. Have a great night and stay warm during this cold weather.